Nehemiah 9. And on the 24th day of this month the children of Israel came together with fasting and sackcloth, and brought earth upon them. And the descendants of Israel separated themselves from all the foreigners, and they stood and made confession for their sins and for the iniquities of their fathers. And rising up in their place, they read in the book of the law of the Lord their God a fourth part of the day, and in the other fourth part they made confession, and worshipped the Lord their God. And Jeshua, Bani, Kadmiel, Shebaniah, Buni, Sherebiah, Bani, and Kenani stood on the high place of the Levites, and cried with a loud voice to the Lord their God. And the Levites, Jeshua, Kadmiel, Bani, Hashabniah, Sherebiah, Hodiah, Shebaniah, and Petaiah, said, Arise, bless the Lord your God from everlasting to everlasting, and bless your glorious name, which is exalted above all blessing and praise. Only you are Lord, you made the heaven of heavens, and all the host thereof, the earth and all that is in it, the seas and all that is in them, and you keep them all alive, and the host of heaven worships you. You are the Lord, the God, who chose Abram, and brought him out of Ur of the Chaldeans, and gave his name Abraham. And you found his heart faithful before you, and made a covenant with him, that you would give to his descendants the land of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites and the Girdishites, and you confirmed your words, because you are righteous. And you saw the affliction of our fathers in Egypt, and heard their cry at the Red Sea. And you showed signs and wonders to Pharaoh, and to all his servants, and to all the people of his land, because you knew that they treated them superbly, and thus you acquired a name for yourself, as it is today. And you split the sea before them, and they passed through the midst of the sea on dry ground, and you cast their pursuers into the depths, like a stone into raging waters. And you led them by day by a pillar of cloud, and by night by a pillar of fire, to show them the way where they should go. And you came down upon Mount Sinai, and spoke to them from heaven, and gave them righteous judgments and true laws, statutes and good commandments. And you made your holy Sabbath known to them, and precepts, statutes and law you commanded them through the ministry of Moses your servant. And you gave them bread from heaven when they were hungry, and you gave them water from the rock when they were thirsty, and you told them to go in and possess the land for which you raised your hand, which you were to give them. But they and our fathers acted proudly, and hardened their necks, and did not hearken to your commandments. And they refused to hear thee, and remembered not thy wonders which thou didst for them, and they hardened their necks, and in their rebellion they raised up a captain, that they might return to their servitude. But you, O forgiving, gracious and merciful God, slow to anger and abundant in kindness, did not forsake them. Yet even when they made themselves a molten calf, and said, This is your God, who brought you up out of Egypt, and committed great blasphemies. Yet you, in the multitude of your mercies, did not leave them in the wilderness. The pillar of cloud never departed from them by day to guide them along the way, nor the pillar of fire by night to give them light, and this along the way they were to go. And you gave your good spirit to teach them, and you did not take your manna out of his mouth, and you gave them water for their thirst. You sustained them in such a way for 40 years in the desert, they lacked nothing, his clothes did not grow old, and his feet did not swell. You also gave them kingdoms and peoples, and divided them into portions, and they possessed the land of Sion, even the land of the king of Heshbon, and the land of Og king of Bashan. And you multiplied their children like the stars of heaven, and brought them into the land about which you told their fathers that they would enter it to possess it. So the children entered and possessed that land, and you slaughtered before them the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, and gave them into their hands, as well as the kings and the peoples of the land, to do with them according to their will. And they took fortified cities and fertile land, and possessed houses full of all abundance, dug cisterns, vineyards and olive groves, and fruit trees, in abundance, and they ate and were satisfied and became fat and lived in delight, because of your great goodness. But they became obstinate and rebelled against you, and cast your law behind their backs, and killed your prophets who protested against them, so that they would return to you, so they did great abominations. Therefore you delivered them into the hands of their adversaries, who distressed them, but in the time of his trouble, when he cried out to thee, thou heardest from heaven, and according to your great mercy you gave them deliverers who freed them from the hand of their adversaries. But when they had rest, they did evil again before you, and you left them in the hand of their enemies, so that they could rule over them, and when they converted and cried out to you, you heard them from heaven, and according to your mercy you delivered them many times. and you testified against them, that they might return to your law, but they acted proudly, and did not hearken to your commandments, but sinned against your judgments, by which the man who does them shall live. They turned their shoulders, stiffened their necks, and would not listen. But you extended your kindness to them for many years, and testified against them by your Spirit, through the ministry of your prophets, but they did not listen, therefore you delivered them into the hands of the people of the lands. But by your great mercy you did not destroy them or forsake them, because you are a gracious and merciful God. Now therefore, our God, the great and mighty and terrible God, who keeps covenant and kindness, do not count lightly all the affliction that has befallen us, our kings, our princes, our priests, our prophets, our fathers, and all your people, from the days of the kings of Assyria to this day. But you are righteous in everything that has come upon us, for you have acted faithfully, and we have acted wickedly. And our kings, our princes, our priests, and our fathers did not keep your law, nor hearken to your commandments and your testimonies, which you testified against them. For neither in their kingdom, nor in the abundance of goods which you gave them, nor in the spacious and fertile land which you set before them, did they serve you, nor did they turn from their evil deeds. Behold, today we are servants, and even in the land which you gave to our fathers, to eat its fruit and its good things, behold, we are servants in it. And she multiplies her produce for the kings whom you set over us because of our sins, and according to his will they rule over our bodies and over our cattle, and we are in great distress. And yet we made a firm covenant, and wrote it, and our princes, our Levites, and our priests sealed it. Nehemiah 10. And they that sealed it were Nehemiah the governor, the son of Hakaliah, and Zedekiah, Sariah, Azariah, Jeremiah, Pashur, Amariah, Malchiah, Hattus, Shebaniah, Maluk, Haram, Mirmoth, Obadiah, Daniel, Gintam, Baruch, Meshullam, Abijah, Maiamim, Maziah, Bilgai, Shemaiah. These were the priests. And the Levites, Jeshua the son of Azaniah, Binnui of the children of Henadad, Kadmiel, and his brothers, Shebaniah, Hodiah, Kelita, Peliah, Hanan, Micah, Rehob, Hashabiah, Zachar, Sherebiah, Shebaniah, Hodiah, Bani, and Beninu. The chiefs of the people, Peras, Poth-Moab, Elam, Zatu, Bani, Buni, Asgad, Bibai, Adonijah, Bigvai, Adam, Ater, Hezekiah, Asa, Hodiah, Hazan, Bazai, Harif, Anathoth, Nabai, Magbias, Meshullam, Hezer, Meshezabeel, Zadok, Jadua, Pelatiah, Hanan, Aniah, Hosea, Hananiah, Hashub, Halos, Pile, Sobek, Rehum, Hashabnah, Messiah, and Ahijah, Hanan, Anan, Maluk, Haram, and Bana. And the rest of the people, the priests, the Levites, the gatekeepers, the singers, the servants of the temple, all who had separated themselves from the people of the lands to the law of God, their wives, their sons, and their daughters, all who had knowledge and understanding. The noblest among them adhered firmly to their brothers, and agreed on an anathema and an oath, that they would walk in the law of God, which was given through the ministry of Moses, the servant of God, and that they would keep and do all the commandments of the Lord our Lord, and his judgments, and his statutes. And that we would not give our daughters to the people of the earth, nor would we take their daughters for our sons. And if the people of the land brought any merchandise and any grain to sell on the Sabbath day, we would buy nothing from them on the Sabbath, nor on the holy day, and in the 7th year we would let the land rest, and we would forgive any and all charges. We also laid precepts upon us, laying upon us each year the 3rd part of a shekel, for the ministry of the house of our God, for the showbread, for the continual meat offering, and for the continual burnt offering of the Sabbaths, of the new moons, for the feasts, for the holy things, and for the sacrifices for sin, for the atonement of Israel, and for all the work of the house of our God. We also cast lots among the priests, Levites, and the people, concerning the offering of wood that was to be brought to the house of our God, according to the houses of our fathers, at appointed times, from year to year, to be burned on the ground. Altar of the Lord our God, as it is written in the law. That we would also bring the firstfruits of our land, and the firstfruits of all the fruit of every tree, year by year, into the house of the Lord. and the firstborn of our children, and of our cattle, as it is written in the law, and that we would bring the firstborn of our cattle and of our sheep to the house of our God, to the priests, who minister in the house of our God. And we would bring the firstfruits of our dough, our heave offerings, the fruit of every tree, the new wine and the oil, to the priests, to the chambers of the house of our God, and the tithes of our land to the Levites, and that the Levites would receive tithes in all the cities, from our crops. And that the priest, the son of Aaron, would be with the Levites when they received the tithes, and that the Levites would bring the tithes of the tithes into the house of our God, into the chambers of the storehouse. For the children of Israel and the children of Levi must bring heave offerings of grain, new wine, and oil into those chambers, for the vessels of the sanctuary are there, as well as the ministering priests, the ushers, and the singers, and so that we would not abandon the house of our God. Nehemiah 11. And the leaders of the people dwelt in Jerusalem, but the rest of the people cast lots, to draw 1 out of 10, to dwell in the holy city of Jerusalem, and the 9 parts in the other cities. And the people blessed all the men who voluntarily offered themselves to live in Jerusalem. And these are the heads of the province, which dwelt in Jerusalem, but in the cities of Judah each man lived in his own possession, in his cities, Israel, the priests, the Levites, the servants of the temple, and the sons of Solomon's servants. So some of the children of Judah and the children of Benjamin lived in Jerusalem. Of the children of Judah, Athaiah, the son of Uzziah, the son of Zechariah, the son of Amariah, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Mahalaleel, of the children of Perez. And Messiah, the son of Baruch, the son of Kolhoz, the son of Haziah, the son of Adiah, the son of Joarib, the son of Zechariah, the son of Shaloni. All the sons of Perez, who dwelt in Jerusalem, were 468 mighty men of valor. And these are the sons of Benjamin: Shalu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Jod, the son of Pedaiah, the son of Kaliah, the son of Messiah, the son of Ithiel, the son of Josiah. And after him Gabai and Salai, 928 in all. And Joel the son of Zichri was overseer over them, and Judah the son of Senua, the second over the city. Of the priests, Jediah son of Joarib, Jachin. Sariah, son of Hilkiah, son of Meshullam, son of Zadok, son of Meraioth, son of Ahitub, leader of the house of God. And his brothers, who did the work in the house, 822, and Adiah the son of Jerome, the son of Pelalias, the son of Anzi, the son of Zechariah, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchiah. And his brothers, chief fathers, 242, and Amashai, the son of Azareel, the son of Azai, the son of Meshulmoth, the son of Immer. And their brethren, mighty men of valor, 128, and Zabdiel the son of Gedalim, superintendent over them. And of the Levites, Shemaiah the son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Buni. And Sabbatai, and Jozabad, of the chiefs of the Levites, presided over the work outside the house of God. And Mattaniah the son of Micah, the son of Zabdi, the son of Asaph, the chief, who began thanksgiving and prayer, and Bakbukiah, the second of his brothers, then Abda, the son of Shammua, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun. All the Levites in the holy city were 284. And the gatekeepers, Akub, Talmon, with their brothers, the keepers of the gates, 172. And the remnant of Israel, of the priests and Levites, dwelt in all the cities of Judah, every man in his inheritance. And the servants of the temple dwelt in Ophel, and Ziah and Gispa presided over the servants of the temple. And the overseer of the Levites in Jerusalem was Uzzi, the son of Bani, the son of Hashabiah, the son of Mattaniah, the son of Micah, of the sons of Asaph, the singers, in the service of the house of God. For there was a commandment from the king concerning them, and a certain rule for the singers, each on his own day. And Petaiah the son of Meshezabeel, of the children of Zerah the son of Judah, was at the hand of the king in all the affairs of the people. And as for the villages with their lands, some of the children of Judah dwelt in Kiriath-arba and in the places of his jurisdiction, and in Dibon and in the places of his jurisdiction, and in Jekabzeel and in his villages, and in Jeshua, and in Malada, and in Beth-Pelet, and in Hazar-Sual, and in Beersheba, and in the places of his jurisdiction, and in Ziklag, in Makona, and in the places of his jurisdiction, and in En-Rimmon, in Zorah, and in Jarmuth, in Zanoah, Adullam and their villages, in Lachish and in his lands, in Azekah and in the places under his jurisdiction. They camped from Beersheba to the valley of Hinnom. And the children of Benjamin dwelt from Geba, in Michmash, Aia, Bethel, and in the places of their jurisdiction. And in Anathoth, in Nob, in Ananias. In Hazor, in Ramah, in Gittaim. In Hadid, in Zeboim, in Nebalath. In Lod and Ono, in the valley of the craftsmen. And some of the Levites dwelt in the divisions of Judah and Benjamin. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel, leave your like, and make a comment.